Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle endlessly, no matter how hard they try? Here's the secret. The people who truly rise to the top share one invisible habit. They disappear. Yes, disappear. They step away from the noise, the distractions, and the opinions of others. They don't broadcast their plans, they don't ask for approval, and they don't try to impress anyone. They go silent and focus entirely on themselves. And then, one day, they reappear. But it's not the same person anymore. They are stronger, smarter, sharper, unstoppable. People look at them in awe and say, "How did they do it?" If you constantly put yourself and your life on display, if you're always sharing your progress, plans, or feelings, there's a very high chance you'll never achieve anything extraordinary. Why? Because most people are naturally jealous. Human nature is wired to celebrate others' failures more than their successes. And if you show them every step you take, you give them a chance to criticize, doubt, or pull you down. But there's a way to break free, a way to step into the shadows, upgrade yourself in silence, and come back as a version of yourself that nobody can ignore. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to enter ghost mode, protect your growth, and reappear transformed, shocking the world with your unstoppable self. The first step to transformation is disappearing. And I don't just mean taking a day off from social media. I mean really stepping back from the world. Think about it. Every moment you spend explaining your life to someone, defending your decisions, or sharing your struggles is energy taken away from your own growth. You are literally giving power away to people who don't care about your success. When you disappear, you remove yourself from the opinions and judgments of others. You stop broadcasting your life to the world. You stop explaining why you're late, why you failed, or what your next steps are. And here's a harsh truth. Nobody will appreciate your efforts. Nobody will admire your grind. Most people will just envy you. And this is where human psychology comes in. There's a natural tendency called the spotlight effect. You believe everyone is noticing your every move, thinking about your every action. But in reality, most people are too busy with their own lives, their own failures, and their own distractions to care. Yet the illusion of constant observation traps us. We start performing for others, trying to impress or prove something. And this, ironically, slows down our progress. So disappear. Cut yourself off. Go silent. Work without validation. Work without applause. Work without anyone knowing that you're working. This might sound lonely or even frightening at first, but remember, growth always feels uncomfortable before it feels rewarding. Think of it as a season where you prune everything unnecessary from your life. The distractions, the unnecessary connections, the opinions, and focus only on your own development. Once you've disappeared, it's time to work in the shadows. Imagine a shadow, silent, unseen, yet always moving. That's how you need to be, constantly improving, constantly upgrading, constantly preparing the next version of yourself. History is full of examples. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Yet people remember him not for his failures, but for his monumental success. APJ Abdul Kalam, the father of India's missile program, saw countless failures in his early projects. Rockets exploded, experiments failed, but he persevered silently, and India became a global leader in missile technology.
Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple, only to work quietly on Next and Pixar before returning to create one of the most iconic companies in the world. The lesson is clear. Nobody respects struggle. Nobody admires effort. They admire results. And results only come when you're willing to hide your grind, hide your failures, and work relentlessly in secret. So what does working in the shadows look like in practice? Stop sharing your plans. Nobody needs to know what you're doing, unless it's essential. When someone asks, just say, "Nothing special right now." Focus only on progress. Every hour of your day should revolve around your goals. This is where obsession is healthy. Protect your mental space. Thoughts must stay in your mind until they become action. Don't let every fleeting idea or feeling escape to the outside world. This phase is hard. It will hurt physically. It will exhaust you mentally. You'll sweat, you'll cry, and you'll fail. But all of it is invisible to the world, and that's exactly the point. When you work in silence, you're building the foundation of your transformation without external distractions. You're not performing for anyone. You're performing for your future self. After months or even years of silent, focused effort, it's time to reappear. But here's the key. You don't just come back. You come back as someone unrecognizable, someone stronger, smarter, and unstoppable. This is when people are shocked. Your failures and struggles are invisible, but your success is undeniable. They didn't see the grind, the sweat, or the tears, but they will notice your transformation. The people who doubted you, ignored you, or criticized you now respect you, not because of your words, not because of your explanations, but because of your results. But remember, this stage only works if you fully commit to the first two phases. If you show up halfway, if you cut corners, if you seek approval during your grind, your transformation will be incomplete, and the regret will last a lifetime. So how do you disappear without losing yourself? How do you enter ghost mode? Stop broadcasting your life. Don't post your progress on social media. Don't share your goals with people who won't support you. Protect your thoughts. Keep your ideas, plans, and emotions to yourself until they're ready to become action. Build mental obsession. Make your goals the only thing you see. Cut out distractions, social media, video games, unnecessary friendships and entertainment. Detach from others' opinions. People think you're being watched, but they're not. Most are too busy thinking about themselves. Don't let imagined judgment distract you. Prioritize yourself. Create a version of you who cares for no one's approval, who is obsessed with growth, happiness, and achievement. This phase will be difficult. You'll feel isolated. You'll struggle. You'll fall multiple times. But remember, nobody else's opinions matter. Your effort is yours alone, and your results will speak louder than any applause or sympathy ever could. When your transformation is complete, you'll reappear as an unstoppable force, mentally strong, physically prepared, financially stable, and, most importantly, wise. Your life will exceed your expectations. You'll realize how small your previous thinking was. You'll be ready to push yourself towards even greater goals, and the world will see you as a mystery, someone who came from nowhere and achieved everything, silently. Remember, the hunger for growth never ends. You'll continue to push for bigger goals, higher achievements, and a more fulfilling life. And through it all, you'll have the peace of someone who works in silence, grows in solitude, and thrives in mystery. So disappear, work in the shadows, reappear transformed. shock the world, and build a life beyond what you ever imagined. If this video inspired you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss videos that empower and transform your life. Thank you for watching.